Hello, Mojo Definers. Beautiful Sunday evening here on the West Coast. I hope you are well. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. Quite an amazing weekend, actually, when you think about it, because we now just passed 12/12. So there was a lot of energy swirling around yesterday. That was really cool. I had some really great reflection time. I hope you did too. We are now entering into a new moon tomorrow, along with an eclipse. So there's a lot more energy swirling around. And then, of course, that's leading into our winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere, 12/21. So there's a lot of energy happening. So welcome everybody to our fireside chat on Sunday. This is December 13th, 2020, and it is Ollie's birthday. Ollie is 2 years old today. I'm hoping to see him tonight. The kids still have him, but he's supposed to be arriving. So this is going to be really cool. Our little baby boy is 2. He has been a wonderful part of our family. It's those little fur babies, they just steal your little heart, I'll tell you. And Ollie is such a love. I can't even explain his spirit. His spirit is just truly unconditional love for everybody he meets, every kind of animal he meets. He is just an inquisitive little dog that just wants to love. And he's a beautiful reflection of how I see us moving into a new world, getting through this grand illusion of chaos and all the layers of deception that have gone on for many decades. And it doesn't matter what side of the political arena you are on, or what side of the world you're on. We are all connected. We are not separated, no matter how much they try to do it. And that's the most important thing. This is what self-reflection, self-awareness, digging, peeling back the layers, getting back to the heart center and away from this ego mind. And that was kind of the purpose tonight of my conversation, is that we really are dealing with extreme dualities right now of emotion, where we have these wonderful experiences and celebrating things like birthdays. And my beautiful niece just celebrated her 5-year anniversary with her husband, who is in the Army here in Canada. And, we've gone through tremendous, ebbs and flows in her life. Many of you, my story, my history, and my family is very long, very deep. A lot of you see me as this amazing, coach that did it for years, and I loved it. But, my family has gone through a lot of tragedy and trauma, much like many of you who have experienced many difficult circumstances and situations that were not by choice. And I believe that everything is on purpose. I believe that everything is very purposeful and leads to the greater good. I've always believed that with every depth of my knowing, my being, that even though it doesn't make sense at the time, it's all revealed eventually. And the biggest thing right now is getting away from this essence of trying to find answers outside of yourself when it's all inside. And this is what's so important. And this is what, Mojo Lifestyle has been all about. This is what, the Mojo Coach has been talking about, the whole mindset. But the mindset is about digging deeper into your thoughts. Like, where are you always spending your energy and twisting your wheels? And then because that creates an emotion. But the fact of the matter is that those thoughts come from a really deep anchored belief of some kind. And those are the things that we got to really start looking at, and are you attaching yourself to a belief that you created, or was it something else that you adopted, or did you just kind of unconsciously got attached to and didn't even realize it? And then all of a sudden you're making all these choices and decisions on things you're kind of going, wait a minute, why do I think like that or believe that or whatever. You know, this is the time right now. And this is why for me, 2020, I think is a gift because it's allowing the human to finally get inside. And when I say inside, I mean time to go in because this is where the answers are. We've got to start connecting to our higher self, our innate intelligence. We have all the answers we need. We have all the tools that we could possibly want to rewire and refire this brain and connect back to our subconscious, which is that true communication of really rewiring that aspect of ourselves. Because the fact is that we're all energy. Everything is energy. And we are running this system, this illusion, this system on, we think this part of our brain, but it's actually being run subconsciously. And we need to make sure that programming there is really for our highest good. And it's really what is filling our heart. And we, you know, this is a conversation we have repeatedly, isn't it? You know, we spend more time dealing with energies and things and old stories and old programmings that really just don't serve us. And we need to start realizing that we are the creators of our now. We are the creators of our future. Creating a new future creates the now. And this is what we need to get back into. But the other thing that I wanted to encourage you is that don't be concerned that if you're really feeling like really emotional one day, like I've really been feeling very emotional the last 48 hours, but I know a lot of it has to do with all the planets that are getting into alignment, the big, you know, light photons that are just being just absolutely beamed onto our beautiful Gaia, which of course is, you know, transmuting within us as well. And this is all so beautiful for our future as we move into the age of Aquarius. So this is why I love Friday night chats, because once a week, as you know, I like to hop in and see what messages we have for the week to help us. And don't worry. I mean, I've been going in the whole ebbing and flowing thing this weekend too. Really, really excited and joyful on one hand, and then all of a sudden just moved to tears thinking of other things because I'm feeling the whole planet. I'm feeling, you know, a lot of the things that have been happening, a lot of the things that people have shared with me, and I'm feeling all those depths of emotion. But it's important that we don't anchor into them. It's okay to feel them, just don't anchor them. That's the most important thing. Of course, we're supposed to have empathy and compassion, but we cannot get ourselves welled up in it. We must rise above and get that mojo rising, right? Okay, so it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You're supposed to. You're human. Okay, that's part of the human experience. It's all that emotion and all those human experiences ebbing and flowing from one side to the other. But now it's really about making sure, though, we spend most of our time up here. That doesn't mean we pretend that we don't know what's going on. I know perfectly well what's going on. I have a very good idea what's going on. I'm rising above and seeing things on all fronts, but I try not to wallow in it. Okay. I just am aware of it. It's much like when I'm guiding somebody out on the golf course for all those years, I'm guiding them to become aware. Awareness is about opening one's heart and mind to something that they may not be, aware of, right? Because they're limited in their knowledge. They're limited in their experience. So as a coach, I'm kind of opening doors to say, hey, perhaps let's look at this. And kind of, experience with that a little bit. It's the same thing in your everyday life as a professional, in your business, or as a personal experience, whether you're dealing with people and families. It's all about really listening with your heart. And last time I talked about how, relationships have an expiry date. And if they're just not in alignment, that doesn't mean you can't have good conversations. That's not what I'm talking about. Because when you really know somebody's heart, and they're coming from that place of heart-mindedness and authenticity, then we can have great conversations. But I've just seen so much lashing going on, and that's just not going to fly with me at all. We can have great conversations without doing a lot of lashing. So just know it's okay to feel it all. And your tribe is out there. This is your tribe. If you're here, this is your tribe. And if you feel you need to move on, that's okay too, because we all are learning and expanding and growing. And that's what I encourage in this group, is to, inspire you and share things with you so that hopefully this will allow you too to, you know, keep peeling away and getting back into that, you know, that balance and alignment that we're all striving to be in. So anywho, on that note, let's see what the universe has to show us this week, because it's a big week. Like I said, the planets are aligned. It's been 800 years. Can you believe it? 800 years those babies haven't been in alignment. New moon, eclipse, lots going on. So drink lots of water, take time for yourself, do some cleansing, do some clearing, doing some reflection, command it out to the universe what your heart's desires are. So important. Okay, here we go. So I'm feeling pulled to move to go back to our Oracle of Wisdom of the Oracle. So I haven't done that for a while, have I? I've been on the animal spirit one, haven't I? That's okay. It's all good. This is where I'm just listening to my intuition as much as I can. So, and I hope you are too, because that's your truth. Okay. This little ego mind can really twist things around. And we have been taught to only use our human, and when I say human, I mean this kind of physical senses, right? But there's just so many more senses you have, and you know what I'm talking about. And those are the ones that we're trying to up level. We're trying to get those babies upgraded. And because that's really the most important, isn't it? Because that's where we know the truth really lies. So thank you everybody for joining. Hello, hi. Thanks for joining. So yes, thanks for joining, popping in, whether you're here on the live or you're on the replay. It's always lovely to have you here, and I love being part of this group, and we're just going to keep on going. And as you know, I just like to shuffle. I like to get my energy going and in alignment, and I just going to ground for a minute and deep breaths, and let's just see. Our angels, calling our angels, our guides, and our higher power, and all of those who are here to show us and want to give us a message for how we want to move forward for this week, right? So we are all connected, and we are certainly not separated, are we? Soulmates. I love it. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. So here we go. Soulmates. I'm just in awe that you're all here, and I really appreciate all of you. And I thank you to be part of this journey during this great awakening. It's pretty special. So it came in protection mode. So I'm going to read the protection mode. The essential meaning is harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, and relationship fostering personal growth. I think I just talked about that. Okay. So the protection message says, an important relationship brings you to your knees. Oh, interesting. Remember what I said about loyalty? Has an expiration date. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve you that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This is good. This is good. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not why did he or she do this to me, but rather what is the gift in this? Look into this mirror. You will only be changed for the better. So just so you know, I've been doing this a lot. And the reason is because I have come up across and with many people, both family and friendships, because of all that's going on right now in our world. And I reflect back and I stand and I dig through all of it, because this is happening fast. Things are happening really fast, and it's hard to keep up. And you don't necessarily have to. I'm just saying, okay? And this is why I'm encouraging you. If you're feeling something, then just feel it, but don't wallow in it, okay? It's just a gift, a mirror to say, okay, this is something to look at, okay? Something that you need to let go of, a belief, or what you thought was something that was serving you, which actually wasn't. So it takes courage, and it takes, it takes that self-discipline and that self-reflection to really be able to step back, okay, and say, okay, you know what? Something's triggered. I need to look at that. Why am I being triggered? That's an aha moment. And if you're feeling that emotion and it's not in the way that you feel that you should be doing or, reacting, then that's a good moment to go, let's sit back and think about that one for a second. And I just got to hit now too for to pull an animal spirit. So I'm just going to pull one real quickly. Just see it. Apparently I just was supposed to have one that just backs that up a little bit. Remember how that happened last week? That was so cool, the way they kind of lined up like that. That was so awesome. Okay. What does the universe want us to know to help us with that? Oh, there you go. Let it shine. We've had that one before. Peacock spirit, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. So this is good. So when you get that reflection, that's opening up and putting some light on it, right? And so let's see what Peacock spirit wants to say. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Parrot, not good, that one. There we go. Oracle messages, when is the last time you shook a tail feather and shined your light for all to see? Within each of us is a peacock spirit yearning for expression, and you're called now to show the world the gorgeous creature you are. There you go. For you are a manifestation of spirit. Come out from the shadows, Peacock spirit says, and show your true colors so that others may be inspired to express their own. Oh, I love it. To express their own what is that? Exquisiteness? Oh, exquisiteness. Oh, okay, Tony. Better clean the glasses. Okay, dance if you remember that you are made of stardust and grace, filled with life force energy and sparkling light. You are a channel for divine love, and your dance is one of a kind. Catch the light and help it to shimmer, and dance in celebration of your good fortune of being right here, right now. Spirit wants you to be joyful so that others may get up and dance along with you. You see? All good. And they always are good. The messages are always for our highest good. And that's the whole point. So for those of you who are watching, thank you so much for coming here on the live. For those of you who came on the replay, thank you so much for reviewing. I really appreciate that. Have a wondrous new moon. I hope you enjoy the clips wherever you are in the world. And just know that I love you and I really appreciate you. And I'm sending you a big virtual hug. And it's time. We are here. Time to unlock those chains, those shackles that no longer serve anymore. Not just you, not just me, not just the funds you love, but all of humanity. We can do this as we raise our mojo vibe. We activate that life force energy within us and we empower others because we're coming from a higher vibration. That's how we shift the world. That's how we get out of this old paradigm and dismantle the fear and the grand illusion that's here. And this will allow us to go play with real joy, peace, love, and freedom, which is our birthright, our absolute birthright. So on that note, namaste. Good night, everybody.